What's happening, Ice Cubes? My name is Matty Ice Cube, and welcome to the Religion on Ice podcast with...
Religious Fanboy.
Nice. Okay. Now, excuse me if you see me eating or drinking some soda. I'm not. I'm underage. Sorry.
I'm drinking water because healthiness.
So no drunk gaming for me for a long time. Not for another year or so, because I'll be 20 this coming year. Then that makes you think, doesn't it? Not really.
Really?
Not quite. Next week, it'll be my halfway mark. I think. No. In October, it'll be my halfway mark. Because October 4th is 6 months away from April 4th. Math. Just counting down the days. It's only been 4 months since I turned 19. Can you believe that? And it's only been, what, a week since you turned...
Almost a week.
Yeah.
Like, tomorrow, it will be a week.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was Friday last week.
Yeah, because VBS.
Yeah. That's the reason why we didn't do a podcast Thursday last week. Mouse, get out of here, you bitch. You guys can't see that, but I can see that. Does the lamp bother you?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
It's better lighting than the frickin' overhead lights. Because they can see our faces better. If you were in the camera.
Well, you can see my
Well, you're lower to the ground than I am.
Yeah, you can see my face.
I need to get another desk chair. We can, yeah.
See my face.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
My mouth move. And you can't see what I'm looking at. For some reason, I'm looking at the Dell logo.
Oh, the Dell logo?
Yeah.
Yeah, this monitor and these speakers are old. Like, these speakers are like 6 years old, and this monitor is like 10 years old. So, I have a lot of old Dell stuff, because Dell doesn't make a lot of hardware anymore. They make processors and graphics cards now, and video cards. Like, this is a CyberPower PC. And this was the best PC I could get for $500.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's awesome. It's beastly. I mean, if I had splurged another, I don't know, 500, I could have gotten double my processing power. Like, my processing power, like, right now is 3.6, I think. 3.6 gigs of RAM. And I could more than double it if I had paid another 500 for a better computer. And then I could have 8 gigs of RAM. No, I think it does have 8 gigs of RAM.
I think I might actually just do animated content.
No.
Except for the podcast.
Because I've seen a lot of...
Just because...
I've looked at a lot of animator YouTubers, and they've lost a lot of their popularity because they don't show their actual face anymore.
Like they do that
like
with subscriber specials. I'd maybe
they
just
animate
do
those
that
too.
I just think that kind of looks good and probably better imagery than just me sitting on my bed.
Well, and I mean, I sit here at my desk and record.
Which it does help my audio pick up pretty well for my videos because, like, the speaker
You're right next to
is
it.
like less than 2 feet away from my head and face.
Which is all in the same place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because human anatomy, your face is on your head,
What would be weird if that was anywhere else? It would really be weird.
Yeah, it would.
Just like if like your face.
It's just
was,
down here in your belly.
If your face was really small, so you were talking out of your belly button the whole time.
Weird.
Just like nothing up here. But now you're just
Slenderman face, just no face. What?
freaking foam. I guess then that would make it really hard to breathe. That would make no sense.
No, I just had a really funny thought.
Oh,
Because if you have no face and you have no nose, where are your nostrils going to be?
I don't know.
I'd put them right here on my nipples.
Why?
I don't know. It was just a random thought. I have weird thoughts like that all the time. Like, if I have no face, where's my nose going to be? And I'll just have nose holes on my nipples.
It's like a smell under the palm of your hand. Could you imagine that one Batman villain, the ten-eyed man, where he like sees with his fingers? I could just imagine just like how terrible that would be out in the cold or something. Just like
Frozen eyeballs.
you can't wear gloves.
Well, you could. You just wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna talk about Undertale and something else.
Yeah. Probably how we do videos and like.
Yeah, what our process is and how we feel about it.
And like how. I think my stuff's just gonna be
Like, you've
how
never
do
done a
I
video of
animate
how
things?
you've never done a video of how YouTube has affected your life. I've already done that, and that was actually a fairly popular video.
I mainly.
Did you know that I got a dislike on that video?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I
Probably because I have a hater following me now.
I do not have those.
No, you don't get dislikes
Well, I've gotten one dislike.
in total.
Yeah.
I've gotten like 20
Oh.
out of the 500 videos that I've gotten.
Oh.
I don't know what my least liked video is. I don't know what my most hated video is.
Oh.
I think it has like 5 dislikes on it or something. Like, I don't usually pay attention to that because, hey, I'm not here for the analytics. I'm here to make videos and have fun.
I find it weird how much more views negative things get over positive things.
Well, I've never had a negative comment. Well, I have had a negative comment, but it was only the one because I told him off. Because he was like, I wondered why you had so many videos, but then I watched like 10 seconds of this one, and now I realize why. And I'm like, dude, you watched 10 seconds of one video out of 300!
Alright, it was...
And it was, yeah, back then it was like, I had like 300 videos. And now I have over 500.
Which I have...
It's been months ago.
I have good news.
Yeah?
I've broken 600 views.
Oh, yeah.
In total.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm almost breaking 2,200.
Good job.
I feel like this is going to be a pattern, because our views are going to drift so far apart and our subscribers are going to drift so far apart that I'm just going to have you dragged behind me for the rest of this YouTube road.
Well, it's not always going to be like
Well,
that.
yeah.
And
Like, if I do get this shout out from this guy,
yeah.
they're going to know about you too.
Yeah.
Because we work so close together.
And then it's like, oh, if you want something fun to watch on Sunday, if you're not able to make it to church, it's like, oh,
There you go.
hi.
Visit his channel.
It's like my video's probably gonna... I think probably Friday's gonna be a thing.
The Friday upload schedule.
Yeah. But not every Friday. Like, when I was a junior in high school, I did like a video a month. And that was pretty much, I talk about what comic books I had. I used to do monthly subscriptions, so.
Well, see, I mean, we both have very different YouTube channels, as in we both have different upload criticisms. Like, I have to upload at least something every day.
And
because hold on, let me finish.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Because it's just something that I feel has to happen. Like, I started this channel in the spirit of, I'm gonna do this every day. I'm gonna treat this like my job almost. Except I'm not getting paid. I'm gonna treat it like a volunteer position or something. Like, because I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not getting paid to do YouTube because I don't have nearly enough subscribers to do so. What the hell?
Oh, that's just string from something.
But, I feel pressured to give you guys entertainment every day because I want to strive to that point. Like, I used to just upload as many videos as I could make a day, which used to be like 5 or 6. Like, the first 6 videos I uploaded or recorded were uploaded that day, and they were all Amnesia. Well, I did record the rest of the game, except the endings, because I got stuck. Remember, I got stuck, and I was stupid, and I was raging like an idiot because I was lost.
With me, it just, if I have a good idea for a video and I find that, like, I can definitely have, like, this good, thought-provoking video with a good, strong Christian message in it, then I'll record and stuff. But sometimes it takes a while to, like, come up with the idea and think of everything that I'd want to touch upon in the video.
See, like, I'm very casual about it. Like, this has been an everyday thing for me for almost a year. Give or take a few weeks here and there. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, but, yeah, we're just gonna make a video of ums and ohs, and I lost my train of thoughts, and
I did that in speech class one time, and I was like, I don't like it.
I don't like it! Okay.
It's because, like, I guess for some reason some of my slides didn't save, so it was like, I'm without any reference. So then I went back and forth.
Yeah. But, oh yeah, I know what I was talking about. I was talking about, something, and I lost it again. God damn it. What is up with me today?
That's why I tried... The thing that I said earlier is why I tried to plan things. It's just because I'm like... I cringe at my own... At the sound of my voice when it says,
Did you just cringe right now? Or did you just...
No, I didn't cringe that time. I was just like...
Like, in general, when you're talking to someone.
Yeah. Or when I'm recording or giving a speech. And I just, like, feel like just saying, I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Like, I only say, if I lose my train of thought, or if I'm trying to think of something else to say. Because I do commentary. You always have a subject to talk about. I do commentary on video games.
Yeah.
Like, they're two very different styles. Like, mine is more engaging towards the audience. Because I have literally no one else to talk to during the videos other than you guys. Because that's literally who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you guys.
And mine's just like, I really want them to feel like this is a comfortable space, just to ask questions if they need them, and not just like a way of doing fellowship and teaching them a good Christian lesson.
Yeah. Okay, off subject now. I am getting a haircut today because my hair is driving me nuts. The floof has to die!
Oh, the main thing that drives me nuts is when my hair on the sides gets so long that it goes in my ear, and I'm just like, I don't like it.
Well, my hair curls, so, like, I can easily just take my hair. Watch. Look. I can just take my hair and drape it back around towards the back.
Yeah.
It makes it look like I have a mullet, no matter what, because of that.
Yeah.
But, like, do you remember in my early stages when I was using a webcam, I had a big mullet?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? I can show you. I can show you if I can connect my external hard drive. There we go. There we go.
Oh, and I recently started making some new animation frames
Oh, yeah?
for when I do the black and white ministry videos, or the or with the Revelations
See?
animation
Mullet.
stuff.
Mullet.
Ah,
Right there. It's not as bad in Dead Space 2, because Dead Space 2 was like the 5th game I played.
yep.
I think it really came out when I did the different lightsaber styles. Yeah, mullet. Big mullet right there. That's a mullet right there. Because you can see it's just kind of sticking out from the back, and you know it just extends down just a little further.
Mine does it, but I think it's because there's a cowlick back there, so it like shoots out.
Yeah, but cowlicks go away.
But
They aren't permanent. They go away.
it just bothers me, and that's
But
also
I don't get
how I know
cowlicks.
my hair
I
is
don't
too
get
long.
cowlicks anymore because my hair's so curly, and it changes and it moves like by itself a lot. Like what my hair is right now, it does that by itself every day. I don't style my hair every day. It literally, most of it drifts off to the left, and a little bit of it stays on the right. Like that's just how my hair is.
I usually don't correct my bed head unless it's like
Yeah, my bed head.
huge mess.
Yeah, my bed head is bad, but after a couple hours, it lays down by itself and adjusts itself. Like it's almost like it's got a mind of its own. It's weird.
Yep.
But I trained my hair when I was younger, like when I still had straight hair. I used to have straight hair. Like my hair didn't used to be this curly. And you guys probably can't see it well in my shitty webcam, but my hair has a lot of curls in it. Like he can see it. I have a lot of curls in my hair. Like I've been cursed with my family's curly hair. Not as bad as my mom's. Like my mom's is ridiculously curly. And she has to live with that every day, and she has to put a lot of product in her hair. I don't have to put anything in my hair. It just does its own thing. I bet if I still had straight hair, it would look the same, it would just look better. And I'd be able to grow out my hair a lot easier. Because I have really thick hair, and my curls make it look like I have shorter hair than I do. But if I stretch out my hair, it goes out quite a ways. Like, I have a lot of hair compared to the average person, because I have really thick hair.
With mine, when I get it cut, I just have them like shave the backs and sides, and then they
I want them to
trim the top. So then they leave it, and I have them leave it just long enough that it lays flat.
Yeah.
Because I don't like it when it sticks up, so I don't like the top of my hair being
like
bust.
when I get my hair cut, they leave a little extra, not there, on this side, because then it balances itself out, because I don't have a lot of hair over here. It all drifts off to the side. And so they leave a little extra on this side so it'll balance itself out. Because that's just how my hair naturally sits. Like, yeah, I'll pick at it and make my hair sit a little better. Like, yeah, that's a lot better. It's not amazing, but it's better. Anyway, enough talking about hair.
Yeah, we
should stop.
change the
Yeah, we should
subject.
stop.
We're 20 minutes in.
Hey, it's not as bad as it used to be. Like, we used to talk about random shit until the end of the podcast. Like, we would talk about the main subject for 10 minutes, and then the other 50 minutes would be just us talking random crap.
I wouldn't say the second one, but I agreed to the first one. That it was
It was random crap, whether you want to admit it or not. It was pretty random, and it was pretty crap.
I watched first volume of Ruby.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Some of the characters were okay.
Well,
Nothing wrong with the story. I just don't like some of the character designs.
Well, like I said, it's supposed to be a kid's show.
It is?
Yes. Like, nothing super weird happens. I mean, in Volume 3, there was this one thing with Crow, but it was just a joke.
But yeah, some of the characters made me laugh.
Yeah, their character development grows in Volume 2. Like, you'll actually know who they are and what they're supposed to be in Volume 2. And Volume 3 is where shit starts going down.
I remember at least 3 of their names.
Out of the 4 main characters?
I remember Ruby, Weiss, and that one guy that Ruby meets.
Jean?
Yeah, that person.
Yeah. Well,
So those
it's
are the 3.
Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang.
Okay.
That's
Don't-
Team Ruby.
Okay.
And then there's Team Juniper, which is Jean, Nora. Oh, God.
I like the character development they did with Ruby and Weiss in Volume 1.
Yeah, it gets better.
That's
I
good.
promise you, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. All of you out there who's watched Ruby, it gets better.
Did Volume 4 start already?
It's over. Volume 4 is over. Volume
Really?
5 starts in October.
Oh, so it's Volume 5 that starts in October.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
short that I showed you after last week.
Because I saw...
It's gonna be
like,
the beginning. I guarantee is gonna be mostly about Weiss, because it's gonna be a lot of flashbacks and a lot of history of what Weiss went through. Because I have an idea of what she went through, because her father's a dick.
I've not met her father, so,
Volume 4.
so I don't think I can have an opinion about
Yeah.
her father.
Yeah, her brother's the exact carbon copy of her father.
Oh, that's not good then.
No.
Probably not.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but he's an asshole.
Okay.
You are not gonna like him when you're done watching Volume 4.
Huh.
You haven't even watched Volume 2. You watched all of Volume 1?
Yes.
Okay. So, by the end of Volume 2, I guarantee you'll know all of their names. Because that's what I did. I watched Volume 1, and I didn't know... I only knew a couple names, and then I watched Volume 2, and I knew all of their names.
Oh.
Because Volume 2 is where most of the character development's at. That's been released so far. Volume 4 had quite a bit, but it was not as prevalent to the story or the main characters. And no one really knows what the plan is for the future, because Rooster Teeth is giving absolutely nothing away as to what's going to happen in Volume 5. I have an idea, like there's going to be a lot of Weiss backstory, because that's one of the few people we don't have a lot of backstory on. I mean, Ruby and Yang are pretty mysterious in themselves because they didn't get a lot of backstory either. But Blake is really the only one who's had adequate backstory.
Oh.
What?
I actually had not heard that noise before. Or
Really?
I didn't remember hearing that tone before.
I got 8 gigs of data now instead of 5.
Cool.
So they increased it again. Do you want to know how many gigs of data Straight Talk used to give? 2.
2.
And then they increased it to 5, and now they've increased it to 8.
That's cool.
Yeah. So. And I get 4G, so.
It's kind of weird watching the animation channels and like hearing how old some of them are.
Yeah.
Because then they're like our ages. And I'm like, these are like some of my favorite YouTubers right now, outside of close friends.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
anyway, back to Ruby.
oh.
Like, what do you think of the plot so far? Like, there's a lot that hasn't been explained to you yet because it's only volume 1, and volume 3 is where stuff gets really deep, and the first character deaths happen.
I know.
I'm not telling you who dies, but I'm telling you the first character deaths happen in volume 2.
I know.
Or not volume 2, volume 3.
I know. Dust is important.
Yes. And
I
really
mean-
expensive.
I know that Weiss's people, that her
family.
her family
They own a
runs
dust company.
a big dust company, which just makes me want to sneeze, kind of like Ruby did, but with less explosions.
I'm glad you remembered that. Because they're. Oh man.
That would be so unsafe. Could you just?
Oh my god, you really exploded.
Could you just imagine if there was a sneeze, like there were
The
explosions every
explosive
time someone
sneezes.
sneezed?
You're drifting off camera again. You do that a lot.
Just, it's really comfortable to lean over
Well then,
here.
turn it. Turn
No.
the chair.
So then it's like
Yeah, but then turn the chair so you don't have to fall off camera.
my
to sit
shoulder
that way.
goes over here. Oh, I'm falling down.
He died.
I'm not dead though.
Aw. I couldn't make that joke.
Good luck, tiny duck. I don't know. We just. I find it weird how when we just get on to talking about random things, we make references to stuff.
We shall be the bird and the bee. The bee meaning
I don't know.
Brobot.
Robot?
Brobot.
Ah.
What am I watching right now? I don't know, but I hate it. Well, let's hope he doesn't try to screw this one. Ha! No, Brobo. No, Robo, my bad. I screwed that up. Shit.
But they're cyborgs, so technically.
No, Android 16 is an actual android.
Yeah, and androids the robot.
17 and 18 are cyborgs.
Yep. So it's like, oh, we keep on calling them androids.
But they're
like,
cyborgs.
I like how Cell brought that up. Like one of the Z fighters says, I thought they were androids, and then like Cell was like, well, you were wrong.
Well, you're wrong. We just call them androids. Well, you're wrong. Hello, Piccolo. I can't do Taka's Cell voice for some reason. I used to be able to do it really good. I'd have to watch the ones with imperfect Cell again to be able to do it.
Remember how disturbing that imagery was of him drinking a person?
Oh yeah, that was.
Why?
Hey, yeah, you remember when I drank that guy? That was fucking weird. I can't bleep things out because that would make my videos that much funnier.
What?
Because they bleep out a lot of their curse words. They don't bleep it out as much as... They don't censor it as much as they used to, but they still censor it pretty well. Like, they don't say fuck, I think they say shit still. They just don't censor it anymore.
Ah.
Yeah, because the original Dragon Ball Z, Goku and Vegeta swore a lot. All the damn and shit. And...
Raccoon actually gave Vegeta the finger that one time.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That was not the first time
Which
that happened.
It's not very nice, though.
Boo gave the finger.
Oh.
Kid Boo, not.
I just imagine watching Boo give...
With his 3 fingers?
Yeah. What one would it be, then?
The middle one, obviously. Whoops, I accidentally did this. This is a thing that happened.
High five. I Spock.
Hi, Spock.
Yeah. Just confuse people.
Yep, hi, Spock.
One note.
Hey, hi, Spock. Down low. Too slow. Freaking idiot.
Beam home.
Beam me up, Scotty. Star Trek jokes.
How does beaming up work, though?
I don't know. It's like demolecularizes you and then remolecularizes you in a different area. Or some shit like that. Like they take you apart molecule by molecule,
And then
they transport you somewhere else, molecule by molecule, and then you just appear. That's how teleportation works.
I have a question.
You have to go through demolecularization and then go through remolecularization.
If instant transmission is based on like people's key,
It takes energy to move that fast. Like, Goku's the only one out of the Z fighters, besides maybe Gohan or Vegeta, that could properly use it.
how did people not end up teleporting inside of people? If like,
Well,
you're
it
going based
takes
off of
massive amounts of concentration. Like, do you have any idea how hard that instant transmission Kamehameha was for Goku? At Super Saiyan level, really pissed off.
Zach, I can't focus.
Yeah.
Because I'm random man.
Well, the anger level for the Super Saiyan requirement wasn't there, pretty much. I mean, when he powered up to max, yeah, you could tell he was really pissed off.
Like how Vegeta can do it without being mad all that.
Because he's
much.
always mad.
So he's like the Incredible Hulk from the Avengers.
No.
It's just like,
No.
that's a really...
No! No!
Could you imagine how
No!
simple of a plot development is? It's like, did you manage to control your anger? And then Bruce
I'm
Banner
always
is like,
angry.
and then he's like, well, that makes no sense.
Yeah, it does.
Just
He's just learned how to keep his anger in check while being angry all the time.
But that's a weird explanation.
Well, it gives him a manner of control. I mean, in Thor Ragnarok, Hulk is going to talk again. Like, he's going to actually speak in sentences. Have you seen the trailer for
That
new
would
trailer for
kind
that
of
yet?
been weird, just like,
Have you seen the new trailer for that yet?
yes.
The new trailer where
I
Hulk
like how
talks at the
this-
very end?
I like how the Hulk was like, I'm like raging fire. And then you're like,
Thor like water. We're both like fire. Yes, but Hulk raging fire.
you smoldering fire.
I like how they can't give each other any ground.
It's like they just hit each other.
It's gonna be a good movie.
I feel like if they didn't go to one-on-one fights, I feel like they would finish off Dragon Ball Z opponents fast.
Like
just
Sonic.
because.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah. It's like, oh, Frieza.
How many Sonic jokes have we made?
like-
Isn't that like our third one?
Yeah, it's like Frieza got a new transformation. You know it's a good idea.
Just beat the living shit out of him.
All of the Z fighters all at once. We're gonna hit him really, really hard.
Yeah, but they can't keep up with the god levels of Ki.
Including you too, Yamcha.
Yamcha wasn't even there.
That you could challenge him to a game of baseball.
Wasn't that a thing?
What?
Yeah, there was a Universe 7 versus Universe 6 at baseball.
Yep.
And Yamcha won the day because he knew how he was the pro at baseball.
It's like, why was Yamcha on the list? Halftime entertainment.
Ha. Frankly, I'm just glad to be included. Which stops from there on.
That's good, Yamcha.
Because he dies in the Boo arc.
Wanna high five, Yamcha?
No. No high fives.
I would high five Yamcha.
Nah. I would kick his ass.
I'd be cautious about hugging him though.
I'd act like a Cyberman while kicking his ass.
Just because that. Do you want a comforting hug or just a high five? Cause
do you want a Cyberman hug?
no Cyberman.
I would make that joke so many damn times. Like just out of nowhere, Cyberman hug, and he just screams.
I just found it weird the first time I saw, like, when Goku Black did the scythe thing, where that kid stabbed himself. I'm like, dude, that's pretty sketchy. You just been like, you know what? I need more power, so I'm just
gonna stab my hand and pull out a fucking scythe.
For fun.
I really hope Team 4-Star does Dragon Ball Super after they're finished with Z. I really hope so.
Pineapple on pizza. Like, pineapple's good.
Like, I think those are that's actually the Team 4-Star people doing. Because, yeah, it's obviously Masako and...
But not on pizza. Pizza's good, pineapple's good, but not together. They don't.
Yeah, but sweet and salty does go together, though. You don't know how good sweet and salty goes together until you actually try
peanut
it.
butter cups.
That's not sweet and salty. That's just sweet.
What were you talking about? Like, sweet and salty wise?
Like, I have wavy chips. Those are really salty. And I like to eat, like, I don't know, M&Ms or something with them. Or chocolate chips. And it's just the weird sensation of the sweet and the salt merging together, and it makes something amazing.
Have you tried the chocolate-covered potato chips before?
Anyway, since we're into the latter half of the podcast, we should probably talk about Undertale. What do you think of the game so far?
It's kind of weird.
Kind of weird?
Yeah.
You want me to tell you a funny story?
There's like this stuff talking about souls and stuff. I'm like, yeah.
You want me to tell you a funny story?
What?
So when I re-downloaded my Steam app and I got Undertale back, I launched it to make sure that the game file was still there. And I loaded it in and found that it was gone. All of our hard work was just gone. So I had to play through the entire game up until the point where we left off.
How far did we get?
I think we're almost halfway.
Almost halfway?
Yeah. A couple more parts and we'll probably be about halfway. No, I think Undyne was the halfway point. Because we're going to do, after the final boss, there's still more to discover. Like, there's the True Lab and other stuff like that.
So there's stuff after the final boss?
Yes, there's a lot of exploration of the underground still to do. Because you actually have to backtrack through the underground to go to the True Lab. Which is creepy as all hell. Like, I've seen footage, I just don't know how to get there. Like, I'll look up the steps, and we'll walk through it together.
Oh, like me with Arkham Knight. Wanna know what happened?
What?
I got as far as you catch Poison Ivy, and you have to get her to the Gotham. Like you have
Police
to get her to the
department?
yeah.
Were you
But,
about to say Prince?
I don't know. Maybe principal's office, just cause detention.
We're not in high school anymore.
High school never ends though.
Yes,
oh
it
my
does.
goodness.
Is it weird that we've been out of high school for almost 2 years? Come May, it'll have been 2 years.
Oh, this coming May?
Yeah.
Okay, then that makes sense.
I said almost 2 years.
Okay. I was confused.
Listen to my words. I rarely stutter.
I am,
And
but
when I stutter, it's hilarious because I make random noises.
I had to think about it. Oh, I
Think about it.
was reading the manga, and there are some really funny things in the
Okay.
manga.
Hold on.
Okay.
We're talking about Undertale right now.
Okay.
Like, do you know what the souls mean, though? Because there are different colored souls. And they all have different traits. Do you have any idea what they mean, though?
No. Is it based on the type of person?
No.
they were? Just black.
I'll show you. Because even the monsters have color-coded souls.
Oh, it's like if they're red, that means they were a jerk or something.
No, like, they're color-coded. Like, even the monsters have color-coded souls, if they're strong enough. Good God. Hang on, I've got something in my watch later that you'll like. Because it shows the different meanings of the souls. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Because this is all the different soul types. What is that? Ah, error. Okay.
So there's like
There's kindness, patience, integrity, perseverance, bravery, justice, hate, love, and determination.
so there's at least 4 of those that are fruits of the spirit, I think.
What?
We might.
What?
I'm trying.
What?
I'm trying to think.
Are
of
you
the fruits-
referencing the Bible again?
Yeah.
Well, please stop.
Okay.
For now.
We'll do it later.
Later.
Oh, we should do.
We're talking something not biblical right now.
We could do animated shorts sometimes of like the first Christian Church of Undertale just for fun.
We would have to get the audio clips from our first collab to do that. Or not our first collab, the after podcast show.
Yeah, the after podcast.
Because that's all the after podcast show was, pretty much. Was just making the Christian church joke. And then I think we made it one more time, and that was it. And then we referenced it in one of our recent podcasts.
Like if we ever
We need to do a podcast where we do nothing but reference all the old jokes that we've done.
But there are some that we are like we're not allowed to say the words.
We'll do it just once. Just the one time.
Feel free to put in the comments
Yeah.
if you know what the word is.
Yeah. So determination is weird. It's really weird because it's in every soul type besides monster souls. Because monsters can't hold determination.
Why is that?
Because it would kill them. It would destroy them.
It seems like Undyne is pretty determined.
Yeah, but she's one of the very few people that can hold... Very few monsters that can hold determination. The exception are boss monsters, which are Asgore, Toriel, and Azrael. They're the only 3 boss monsters left in the underground. Here, it's empty. I'll throw it away. I got a trash bag behind me. And, like, have you noticed that whenever our soul turns different colors during different fights? Like, whenever we fought Papyrus, he turned our soul blue. We turned blue. Do you remember that? Well, that's an integrity. That's integrity. And that's what caused us to, we couldn't just fly around the box anymore. We had to there was actually physics. We had to jump over the bones and whatnot. Do you seriously not remember this?
Don't think
How dare you not remember my voice acting?
I remember the papyrus voice. I remember.
Yeah. Sans!
Yes?
Your voice doesn't change from any character you do.
No, it doesn't.
Sans! What are you doing?
I used to try to change my tone of voice when I'd read comic books out loud.
It's hard.
Fun.
It's hard, honestly, because if you don't know how your voice, what your limitations to your voice are, then it's hard to come up with different voices. Like, I can do the really creepy, flowy voice. I have no idea what the fuck that was. That laugh was weird.
Why do they keep floating around?
They don't know.
They don't know?
They don't know about the talking flower.
So they don't
Well,
know.
Sans does. Sans does. He hinted at it when we went to Grilby's. Before we went into Waterfall, remember?
Yeah.
He asked if we knew about a talking flower. He said he was talking about the echo flower, which are the flowers that repeat stuff that everyone else has said. Because our character doesn't talk very much. But he was really talking about Flowey, because he knows Flowey's a thing. Because Flowey used to have the power to reset the timeline, which is what we can do. That's why we can save and why we can load. We're controlling the timeline. Because we have such high determination. Because humans have a lot of determination. But for some reason, this child that we're playing as has such a high level of determination that it literally ripped the control of the timeline away from Flowey, and now he's all pissed off and wants to kill us.
So
That's why he tried to kill us at the beginning of the game.
When did that happen?
It was that you weren't here for that part. You have to watch the first part.
Oh,
of
I think I watched the first part of it.
Yeah, whenever you first meet Flowey,
Yeah.
he tries to kill you. That's why.
So you had to avoid him?
Yeah, I avoided the friendliness pellets because I wanted to dick with him because I already knew what would happen. But if you hit those pellets, they're actually bullets, and they hurt you a lot.
So
He almost kills you is what happens. And Toriel comes in and saves your ass. And I have no idea what that thud was. I think it was the dog. But anyway, yeah, those are the different soul types. I think this error soul is referring to Gaster. You don't know who Gaster is because there's very little chance that we'll walk into Gaster. Because here's a fun fact of how the game works.
Yes.
It picks a number between 1 and 100, and that's your fun level. And there's only three numbers that you can encounter Gaster in. And it doesn't tell us what the fun level is. It just picks a number, and you just have to replay it over and over and over again, because every time you start a new game, it picks a different fun level. And different things happen in a different game. Like, there were a lot of different things that happened when I restarted the game that didn't happen in our Let's Play. Like, there were certain dialogue lines that were never there before. And there were also certain elements that were never there before. Like, in the ruins, there were 2 switches instead of just the 1. Besides the broken one. Because there was always the broken one, but there were 2 switches this time, instead of just the 1.
So, counting the broken one, there were 3.
Yeah, instead of the 2.
Okay.
But yeah, also, to spoil what we're probably going to be doing in the next episode, Metaton is going to turn our soul yellow, which is justice.
Okay.
And that actually gives us a special ability. And I'm not going to spoil what it is, but we'll find out together. I already know. You don't. Anyway, you're in the corner again.
Well, you can still see my face.
Yeah, you can see, I don't know, that much of your face. Just this small little bit.
Yeah.
I can't see your face because my microphone is in the way. Bleh. But we're not doing a genocide run. I have decided we are not doing a genocide run.
That does not sound like fun.
No, you kill everybody. It's not fun. And then you have to fight Sans, and then Sans kicks your ass. Do you want me to show you what the Sans fight is like? Because that's something I'm not worried about spoiling. Like, we're not gonna play it. It's just a YouTube video I'm gonna pull up.
Who would pick a genocide run, though?
People who get bored.
Just because they're, I'm bored.
Let's kill everybody is basically the thought. Because you have a choice between sparing everyone or killing everyone. Flowey wants you to kill everybody.
Why?
But you want to spare everyone. And this is the only time you ever hear this song that's about to play. Yeah, Sans is really overpowered. This is the only time you'll ever hear this song. He has a special ability called Karma that when he hits you, that's what that purple bar was. That actually takes damage over time. Like, he does basic damage, and then he has extra damage that's karma damage. Like, if you really want to do a genocide run, you have to be a master at dodging. Otherwise, you're gonna die in this fight. Like, if you get to the end, like, you have to sit here and wait. You can do absolutely nothing until Sans falls asleep. Because he's exhausted. And then the box moves. Moves all the way over, and then it drops down over to fight. And then this happens. And that's the end of Sans. It's weird. Sans is the only one to ever bleed in this game. Then he turns to dust.
Is it so you feel bad for killing Sans? Is that why?
No, it's to show you that, like, Sans' fight was designed to deter people from playing the genocide run. Like, even if you get to the end of the game, Sans is going to be there to stop you. Like, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have the skill to beat Sans. Because he's so tough. Like, in many ways, it's unfair how powerful he is. Careful.
Oh.
Like, I have no problem spoiling that, because I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, it would take a significantly less amount of time to do a genocide run, because all you do is kill everybody.
But
instead of dodging and having mercy on people. That's why our Let's Play is so long, because we're actually taking the time to have mercy upon everybody.
So we're making good decisions.
Yes. It's just going to take us longer to get to the end of the game. And also, Asgore's fight is going to be hell.
And also, we can have, like, fun conversations.
I forgot to shut my door. And no one's here. It doesn't matter.
Ah.
Ah!
Bless you.
I didn't sneeze. I just coughed.
Oh.
You would know if I sneezed.
Well, bless you anyway.
No. It's excuse you.
Ah.
But I'm going to say excuse me. Because that's what you're supposed to say. Anyway. Do you have anything else to talk about?
Should I give, like, my process
on like what we've talked about so far?
Oh, okay.
Like your final thoughts on Undertale, or what you think of Ruby, or whatever. Because that's pretty much all we've talked about. We strayed from that subject a long time ago. It's too late for that. You can make a separate video on your own for that.
Okay.
Your eye looks a little red. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Is it really pink right now?
Like, it's pink-ish. Like, it's very different from your other eye. It's just a slight shade of pink. It's probably nothing. It's probably just irritated or something.
Sometimes it's alternate sec.
I have a slight pinkish tone in one eye, and then it switches to the other eye.
Not like that. It's just some parts of the day it looks
okay.
more irritated than others.
But anyway, final thoughts.
Undertale
first, just because that's what we've talked about most. Other than random bullshit that doesn't matter.
It's mainly been...
I'd say it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, like fun.
I've really enjoyed it.
With you and stuff.
Make voices and have fun.
Yeah. Besides kind of like the stuff that weirds me out, it's not too bad of a game.
What stuff weirds you out about it?
Just like talking about souls and stuff like that. I
well,
find that creepy. Just
like there's a soul in Undertale is the very culmination of your being.
So what?
It's basically your physical representation.
So
like it's always present, but like our character's soul is always shown whenever we go into a fight. Always.
So like your soul is...
It's literally always there.
So yeah, same thing. That's why I find it just a little weird.
Well, I mean, everybody has a soul.
Yeah,
because I mean, we wouldn't have memories or experiences without a soul.
Like, how the game talks about stuff like that, I just find creepy.
I don't understand why you find it creepy. I find it fascinating.
So
because they're actually putting science behind it. Like, if you dig deep enough, you'll find out there's actual science behind souls and how they work. Like, did you see those blasters Sans was using in that video? Those weird skull-like things that were shooting?
Oh, those things.
Those were blasters. Those are called Gaster blasters. In reference to Gaster, of course, but...
And with Ruby, and besides the character designs, I think it's interesting.
Well, I mean, in Volume 4, their character designs change a lot. Because it's like months between Volume 3 and Volume 4. There's an actual time skip involved. So...
Like,
I mean, I don't know what Volume 5 is going to be like. I don't think there's going to be another time skip yet, but...
Like, Ruby and Weiss.
Really?
Sorry!
You combined Ruby and Dragon Ball Super.
I'm sorry.
Smack. No.
I did watch that one episode that Rooster Teeth did of like small Ruby characters.
Ruby Chibi.
Yeah.
Those are just for comic relief.
I know.
They've been doing it for the past 2 years.
Oh.
Like, it's almost over because Volume 5 is coming up really soon, and they're going to work really hard on it. Yeah. Because you can tell the difference between Volume 1 and Volume 4, or 3 and 4, because Volume 1 and Volume 2 are very much the same as in terms of quality. But when you get to Volume 3, you can tell the obvious quality difference.
Yeah.
And then when you get to Volume 4, and it's just completely different. Because of how good it looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, some Grimm designs are changed and whatnot, but...
I think...
What do you think about the Grimm? That was the one thing I forgot to ask you.
What are they?
The black monsters.
I think they're kind of interesting visually wise.
Would you believe me if I told you someone was controlling them?
Well, doesn't it already...
It already hints at it. Even from Volume 1, it hints at it.
Because I was like, yeah, they already talk about it.
But... And you don't meet that person until Volume 4. Like, that's the main villain reveal, is Volume 4. The very first episode of Volume 4. And that's one of my favorite episodes, because it does jump back and forth every other episode to the main villains. We didn't get her first reveal until the end of Volume 3. And you know, at the very beginning of the volume, there was the voiceover?
Yeah.
Just telling the history of Remnant and whatnot?
Yep. Let me guess, that's that person.
Yes.
So you've heard their voice.
But you just don't know who they are. Like, that was my question when I first started. Like, who is doing the voiceover? Who is explaining the history of Remnant to me right now? And it was never answered. Like, I went a year and a half without an answer. And then at the end of Volume 3, it was revealed to us who that was. And I'm like, ah! Of course. Like, it was a slap in the face of how obvious it was. Because it was actually a conversation between the main villain and Ozpin.
Who thought?
Come on, you met him at the very beginning.
Is it the person with the
gray hair, cane?
So yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Seems a little off.
Yep. And when he was talking to Ruby, he talked about how he didn't say anything specific, but it was like, I've made many bad decisions in my life. And not picking you, I don't think was one.
See, that's where a lot of people have speculation, because a lot of people think they already know who the main villain was before they became the main villain.
I'm just thinking he probably has ties to...
Like, there's an obvious connection.
Yes. Well, actually, that was when I first came up with, like, my story for, like when I first fully developed the beginning and end for the stories. I was gonna have it, like, start and end with a conversation between the main hero and the main villain.
Oh, yeah?
And, like, with the two characters in my stories, they're actually brothers. And
that's kind of similar to the story I told you about my custom characters.
And they pretty much talk. Like, in the start of the story, they're just trying to, like, prevent this conflict from escalating any further. And then they're not... Neither one of them are not willing to budge in what they're trying to do
Yeah.
But they also, at the same time, really don't want to have to fight each other
Too bad.
until
Too bad.
the end, and they're like,
Too bad.
towards the middle, they're like, we're gonna have to fight each other.
Yep. Too bad.
But then it ends in a conversation between the two of them.
See, the story I told you isn't prevalent to the books I'm writing.
Yeah.
They're just characters that I've made
Ah.
in the off time. Sorry, I have something stuck in my throat. Okay, there we go. But anyway, I should probably end the podcast before it goes on way too long.
Okay.
But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, Quentin, so much for joining me.
Do you want me do we want to do both of our sign-offs, or?
Nah.
Okay.
And as always, we will see all of you in the next video. Bye! Bye.